Hello Internet, it's me Josh, the AG Gamer. So, Toy Story! Back in 1995, the world of cinema was changed forever with this first ever full-length computer animated movie. I absolutely love this movie, and it's probably my favorite Disney movie to ever exist. Actually, that might be Aladdin, but for this video's sake, I'll go with Toy Story. I really did love this movie though. When I was a youngin', I watched it on VHS almost every single day after school until the damn video broke. So, a video game adaptation. Sounds good, right? Let's find out. Let's take a look back at this nostalgic piece of childhood. Let's take a look at Toy Story for the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo.
And beyond.
Toy Story is an action platformer, and racer, and first-person hide-and-seek simulator. The game actually has a bunch of mix-ups in gameplay, but let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Let's talk about the story. The plot of Toy Story is quite memorable, but if you haven't seen it, why the hell haven't you? And it goes like this. Woody the cowboy is Andy's favorite toy. Until he gets a Buzz Lightyear, the two toys end up getting lost and they work together to find their child owner again. They go through a pretty crazy adventure, becoming friends along the way as they eventually find their way home. The video game adaptation follows the plot pretty closely, except for a few extra things. Like in the movie, Woody never had to fight a giant nightmare version of Buzz Lightyear. He also didn't have any trouble getting through the claw machine, nor did he have to rescue any aliens. It's all good though, as these little shakeups mix the gameplay up. And speaking of gameplay, you'll mainly play as Woody. He jumps around and uses his drawstring as a form of attack, and also a grappling hook. The beginning of the game is easy enough. You'll do simple things like making your way through Andy's room, putting toys away, and even having a race against Buzz. However, the game takes a surprisingly quick turn to a higher difficulty. After the first couple of stages, you'll control RC, while you'll drive around the stage, knocking Buzz around. The issue is that the car drives like crap, and to make matters worse, you'll run out of battery power pretty quickly if you don't grab a battery from Buzz. There's also a similar stage like this towards the end of the game. Jeez. Some of the levels like the inside of the claw machine and Sid's room gets pretty hard too, as there's something that can hurt you lurking around every turn. But outside of these few levels, the rest of the game isn't too bad. It's actually pretty fun. There's a runner stage with Rex, another runner stage while being chased, there's a couple of boss fights, and of course a stage where you're falling with style. There's a great mix-up in gameplay that really keeps the game from feeling stale. I also got to talk about these graphics, because visually this game was fantastic for its time. The game was developed by Traveler's Tales, which are best known today for their LEGO games, but back in the day they were known for graphically impressive games like Mickey Mania and Sonic 3D Blast, so expect some great quality here. The 3D rendered models still hold up pretty well today. All the characters move so smoothly and have so much personality. I mean, try to imagine this with standard 2D sprites. It just wouldn't look right. I also love the expression on Woody's face when he's getting burned.
Hot, hot, hot.
There's just so much expression. So, yeah, this game looks amazing, and the soundtrack complements it very well. Overall, I found this game to be great, though there are a few hiccups. Like I mentioned earlier, the difficulty of this game goes up and down. There's also a lot of blind jumps that can end up being your downfall. And if you're not going out of your way to collect stars throughout the levels, you likely won't get a single continue, which overall you might need later on. The car levels control like crap as well, though that's probably the intention. RC cars drive like crap in real life too. For a game with a younger target audience, it's a bit baffling, but with some dedication, the game isn't impossible to beat or anything. As a kid, I was able to beat it. Hell, I had more patience back then, so I was even better at the game then than I am now. So as far as Disney movie adaptations go, this game is pretty good. If you're looking for a great nostalgic game with plenty of quirk and style, this is a great title to pick up. But these are just my opinions. What do you guys think? You like Toy Story? Don't like Toy Story? Let's talk about it in the comments. I thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Hello.